Hello everyone, welcome to another Pars tutorial video. Today we are focusing on ruler number 5, the easy loop. So we are going to do two patterns with this same ruler. The first pattern that we're going to do is a border. So what we're going to do is find our position on the material, start with our foot down and needle down and sew the whole length of the channel. Once we get to the end, we just make sure that we stop when the foot is right into the corner of the channel. Slide the ruler straight back to the start point, position it again and repeat, sew the whole length of the channel. So you can I'll just highlight here how my hands are on the ruler. So I've got a light touch on the ruler, I've got a light touch on the fabric, and the sew slip mat underneath is helping me glide my material round. So when we've completed the second section, we just do the exact same thing again, and we just sew from start to finish. Okay. So when we get to the end here, we've done the same thing again, and we're just going to do one more here. And you can see that because I'm getting closer to the edge of the material, I've actually put a finger there in the channel for the bit that I'm not sewing, just to give that extra bit of stability if you feel that you need it. Okay, so we're now going to turn the corner. So all we do is the exact same as before. Go back to the start section of the ruler, turn the ruler round so it's going in the direction that you want it to do, and just sew the whole thing again from one side to the other. And it's easy as that. You can turn the corner in the one thread. You don't need to break the thread and reposition. You can just do it in one go. So this speeds up the process and you're still getting that precision that we're after. So again, just doing the same thing, go from one side to the other. And we could do that all the way round if we wanted to. You don't need to move your material round. So if you're doing a larger project, it's just the ruler that is moving round. But I'm just going to show you just how you get around that corner and start going up the other side a little bit. But you could continue it all the way around for as long as you wanted. Okay, and just as easy as that, you've got a beautiful, unique looking border with our easy loop ruler. Okay, so we're going to move on now to the second pattern that we're going to complete with this ruler, and this is a really good centerpiece, a nice floral shape, circular floral shape that we're going to do. So what we're doing here, we're going to start in the center of the ruler, and we will keep returning to that center point. So make sure that the center point is where you want it on your material for where you want the pattern to go. So we've sewn that half shape, and now we're going to twist the ruler around to get the angle. So what we're after here, just do this first section, okay, is that we're going to just do another half one. And again, like I said, we're returning back to that same central point each time. Okay, and once you've got the first two sections done, each time you angle the ruler, you are looking for the end point of the first section being in the center of the channel, so it all meets up nicely. So I'll show you that again once I've done this one, just so you can get the hang of it. So I'm just going to return to my central position. Okay, and then I'm going to angle the ruler so that the section that I did before is in the center of the channel, the end point. So we are just going to glide past and it will all join up beautifully. Okay, so again, just right back to the center, and you can see there I've also got some fingers in the channel there to help stabilize everything if you feel that you need it. So this pattern, you just continue going all the way around until you've reached the circular shape that we desire. So that is the main technique, is just lining up each angle to the previous ones that you did before. Okay, I'm always returning to that center section. So I am just finding the center section by eye there, but if you wanted to, you could either put a small mark on the side of the ruler with a pen, or a small mark on the material. However as long as you know which point you're going back to, doesn't matter how you do it, just so you've got a focal point to go back to. Okay, so you can just see I'm using half of the ruler, the whole time. Now if you wanted to make the design bigger, instead of doing half the ruler and just sewing half of it, you could put the center point further down the channel, so you'd be almost sewing like 3/4 of the shape each time. That would give the shape a bigger pattern if that's what you're after on your project. So you could do several of these patterns scattered around your quilt, and it would give it such a good look. And it's it looks a really complicated pattern, but it's actually quite simple to achieve. Okay, so I'm just going over, repeating the same thing, so we're getting our same consistent patterns. Okay, don't be afraid to move the ruler if you need to re-angle it, you know, at all. Just whatever you feel comfortable doing to get the pattern that we're after. Okay, just take your time, there's no rush with it, just keep going, and it's quite methodical because you're doing the same things, and then at the end you do get this beautiful pattern. Again, you could play with the different thread colours. You can do this all in one thread, which is what I'm doing here, but if you wanted to mix it up a bit and maybe do 1/4 of a different colour, each, you know, 4 sections, you could break the thread and then restart. Again, that's personal choice, personal preference, but I'm showing you here how it can be done in one thread if that's how you wish to do it, so you don't have to keep stopping and starting. Okay, so just continuing it round and always stopping in that central point. So I think I've just got another few to do here, and when you do the last one, it will join up nicely with the first one that you did at the beginning of the pattern. So this has not taken that long at all to do, and you'll see it is quite a stunning design that looks really complex, but it's actually nice and simple to do once you've got the technique down. Okay, so remember, both these designs we've done with the same ruler, so even though it looks like it's just, well, it is just one channel, but there are different ways that you can do. There'll also be other patterns that you could experiment and have a play with, and make them yourself, so you've got even more unique designs that you've got. So that was the last one. Okay, and I'm just going to take that off, and you can see this beautiful, stunning floral centerpiece that we've got there. So that is our easy root ruler number 5.